Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, what I'm working on this evening um, is a prayer pocket, and I previously made the pocket on another video, and I had these file folders that I had created, and I thought that they would go very nicely in the prayer pocket. So, I am cutting them out, and I know cutting is boring, so I won't bore you with cutting them all out. But I just wanted to show you what I plan on doing with the file folder so that I will have a little bit of writing area on the inside, because right now it's just plain, and they're smaller than the stamp that I have. So I wanted to put some paper in that I had previously printed out with and didn't use for whatever project it was for. And then I have these smaller journaling cards as well. And I created these are digitals that I created, and I just like how they turned out, and I really like how this pocket has come together. So let me show you the pocket. So this is the actual pocket here, and when I was working on it, I had on my mind that I would just use some journaling cards that I had that someone had given me in a swap. But the more I began to look at it and work with it, I decided that I wanted to have something else to go with it. And so out came these mini journaling cards and then the mini file folders. So I thought these would be really cute in there. And so I always like to distress my edges. So let's get a color out. And I like these distress inks. And because these have a little bit of black around them, I'm going to use this black soot is what it's called. And I'm going to work with that. And I'm just going to go around the edges a little bit. It always makes them look really nice when you do that. It just makes it look finished to me. And you don't get to see that white edge where you've cut and you've kind of missed a little bit. Now, I did forget to round my corners, and I'm going to use the 1/4 inch on this one. And then I think I might use a different one on the other. And I'm just using the Crocodile. I like it. It works very well. Great when you can find these on sale and then use a coupon, and you can get them very reasonable. So I think I was able to obtain them with a friend who went and picked them up, and she used a 60% off coupon. And so I have the one that does the corner round as well as the one that does the stub and scallop. So I'm going to do the scalloped on this one just to see what that looks like. And it's okay to play around with it, you know. Hope I'm in camera. I'm sorry about that. So I kind of like the way that looks. And then I'm going to go in here and distress the edges here. I really like distress inks, and I like the distress oxides as well, and I like how they activate with the water, and there's just so many different ways that you can use these as watercolors for distressing. I use them with stencils, just a hodgepodge. So I kind of like the way that turned out, and it gave them, you know, different looks. One has that little scallop to it, and then this one. So they're going to go in here. And let's see. I think I want to move one of these up. Maybe I should move this one up. Put this in there. And then I have the butterfly. Yeah, you can just play around with it. Have fun. That's what crafting is all about. And these prayer pockets are wonderful to stick in your Bibles, in your journals. And I think people really enjoy them as gifts as well, because it kind of lets people know, hey, someone's praying for me. And we, can sometimes use all the prayer that we can get. So I'm just cutting around here, and I'm going to round around this corner a little bit. And because I am going to, let's see, I don't think I'm going to use the corner chompers on these, or maybe. Well, on this side, the corner is too close for me to use it, so I have to round it there. But on the other ones, I don't. So I'm going to use the 1/4 inch. And then that way, I don't want to take too big of a bite, and then it looks awkward. So we got that in there. And you can always doll these up with a little bit of trims and laces and things like that. And I'm going to do it just a little bit more because it's got a little bit of a point on there. There we go. All right. And again, I'm going to do the distress around the outside of it. And I love that music note that's in the background. You can see it a little bit. There's music notes in there. And I love how that turns out. And it, when you're thinking about praying, and sometimes we have some type of prayer music that we use. And so this is just a really, really nice turnout here. So there we have it. Now I folded it, and just to get that initial fold. And now what I want to do is I have these papers that it has the Acts prayer method at the top, but I think it's going to be nice to put them here and use them just the line part is all I really want to use. So with that, I am going to take a little bit of this Tombow Aqua Glue because I really want this to stay. And I'm going to just rub a little bit on here. I'm using the bigger end so that I can really smooth it on. I don't want to leave it too wet. And I think I'll go all the way up to the top. Okay, there we have it. And now I'm going to take my smoothing tool, burnishing tool, whichever you choose to call it. And I'm going to rub it across. Just rubbing it gently across. And again, I will have to cut this out. I'm going to get this on here nicely. So this is all that I'm going to do. So sometimes if you printed something out and you don't use it, save it because it can come in handy for other projects. And that's what this is doing. It's coming in handy for another project. And I can actually, use other parts of this as well. Because the bubble at the top, I can back it with some scrapbooking paper and include that since it is about prayer. So just add some different things in to this journal. Into this prayer pocket that can go into a journal and be used. So look around, when you're crafting, for things that you may have at home that you can use in your projects instead of going out and, purchasing a whole lot of different things. And you've got some resources at home of items that you can use. Now I'm going to just press this a little bit more. And there we go. It also made it a little bit thicker. Although this was originally printed on cardboard, it just made it a little bit thicker. So now I have a nice file folder with lines that I can journal on. So thanks for stopping in my channel, and I will see you in the next video.